Living off-grid was my dream: solar panels on the roof, battery banks in the garage, and just enough power for my tools and home. Peaceful, self-reliant, and cheap. But peace has a natural enemy. My HOA president, Karen. Karen has always hated that my place looks too rustic for our fancy suburban neighborhood. She once fined me for drying clothes on a line, but her biggest issue lately was her shiny new Tesla. See, she refused to pay to install a charger on her own property. Too expensive, she said. Instead, she saw my solar shed as her personal gas station. The first time I caught her, she was parked half on my lawn, cables snaked through my fence, plugged right into my outdoor outlet that runs off my solar inverter. "Karen, what the hell?" I said. She just smiled. "We're all neighbors. Be a team player." I explained nicely that my solar system is sized for my house and tools. I didn't have capacity for her electric car joyrides. She rolled her eyes and said I was being selfish. The next day, I installed a lockbox on the outlet. Next morning, lock smashed, cord plugged in again. She'd even bragged to the HOA board that it was community green power, so she was doing her part for the planet, right? While she drained my battery bank dry every night and left me with no power for my shop tools. Well, Karen messed with the wrong amateur electrician. I checked the local laws. If someone is stealing your power, you're allowed to cut them off. Nothing says how creative you have to be about it. So I tweaked my inverter settings. Normally, my outlet pushes out a stable, EV-friendly 240 volts, just like a home charger. But my inverter has a maintenance mode that can spike voltage well past what most consumer chargers tolerate. It won't fry my system, but anything plugged in without a proper surge regulator? Not so lucky. One night, I saw her familiar red Tesla nosed up to my fence again. The cord slithered through the boards. I watched from my workshop window as she plugged in. I flipped my breaker to boost mode. 10 seconds later, I heard it. A pop, a whine, and a shriek. Karen came running back to her car, smoke trickling from the charger port. Her fancy onboard charger? Fried. The car? Stuck at 5% battery. Good luck getting to Pilates now. Of course, she stormed over, pounding on my door about how I sabotaged her car. I calmly pointed to my private property, do not connect sign and the video feed from my security camera, which I'd emailed to the HOA board for good measure. The board sided with me for once. Stealing power is still stealing, even if you wrap it in green excuses. Karen's insurance wouldn't cover the damage because she was trespassing. Her Tesla sat dead for 2 weeks until she paid out of pocket for a full charger rebuild. Now, there's a brand new lockbox on my outlet, a reinforced fence, and a big sign. This solar grid is private, trespassers will be shocked. Karen drives to the public charging station 3 miles away now. She glares every time she passes my house, but she doesn't dare plug in again. Sometimes saving the planet starts with keeping entitled neighbors' plugs out of your outlet and giving them a little boost of their own.